Hi, Michael. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well, thanks.
I'd love to learn more about your practice. Can you give me an overview of the work that you do?
So I'm based on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. My practice is really focused on uh, people. I like to look at the whole person. I like to get a whole holistic approach of who people are and how the specific issues that are bringing them to treatment fit within a much broader, more holistic perspective. Um, in other words, I don't really like to think of myself as focusing on certain disorders or diagnoses. I really like to try to understand why now, what's bringing you to treatment at this point, and um, in understanding that in context.
Wonderful. And what are some of the specialties in your practice?
I have quite a diverse type of client that I'll see, but primarily I would say I see personality disorders, and the reason for that is that um, I really I really pride myself in being able to provide something new and different. People who've had a lot of treatments and have gotten some benefits, but um, feel stuck or they feel as though they've gotten all they can out of treatment. Those are the kinds of cases I really pride myself in being able to push forward and find new ways for growth and clearing obstacles for people to get even more than they've gotten up to this point.
Wonderful. And what are some of the therapy approaches that you use?
My approach is primarily psychoanalytic, psychodynamic. I should say, sort of in reference to the last question, I'm not exclusively working with personality disorders. I work with depression, anxiety, trauma. All of those things I think are the bread and butter of any good therapist. Um, and back to approaches, the approach I have is psychodynamic because there's usually an obstacle in place that keeps people from making headway. And I think psychoanalytic, psychodynamic approaches are um, best at sort of navigating, moving around, moving through those resistances. So lots of different approaches work beyond that point. I consider myself to be pretty eclectic. I'll work in CBT, DBT, um, but initially to kind of get the treatment off the ground, I think people really need to see that there's been something keeping them from moving forward. It's not because uh, they're dumb or they're really deeply disturbed. It's that they just can't really seem to figure out what's stopping them from making the progress they want.
And Michael, do you have a message for clients seeking therapy at this time?
Yeah, just trust your gut. There's a lot of profiles out there. If there's something in my profile or something about me, something about this conversation that stands out to you, um, then go with that. We'll meet, and after meeting with me, you'll have a really good idea of whether or not it's the right fit, whether or not you like the course of treatment I'm sort of charting for us, and you know best. Um, yeah, just trust yourself.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Thanks.